Hi there, welcome back. How are you today? So in this beautiful video, we wanted to talk about what came up for you when we said that you are the same as your spirit guides. Did you feel a resistance within that, oh no, I'm not? You know what I mean? So, in this video, I wanted to share the first time Jesus came in, to my sessions. For a long time, Mother Mary and Jesus just didn't come in because I had such a huge rejection for anything to do with the church, And when he did start coming in, I remember one of the sessions, for some reason, one of the Reiki sessions, for those of you who don't know that I do Reiki. And I remember he came in and I was just so overwhelmed with love. I could feel his love for me. And I remember bowing down at his feet and kissing his feet, to thank him for being there. Because I could see him. I could see Jesus for who he was, not for what I was taught, beyond all the conditioning, beyond all the programming that I had around who Jesus was. It was the first time that I could see him for who he really was, for what he truly was. This incredible unconditional love, no conditions. And I felt it so strongly in that moment, that day when he came in, that I found myself bowing down to his feet and kissing his feet. And for the sessions to follow, I did that many, many times. I didn't feel that way with Mother Mary. With Mother Mary, it was more like, she's so sweet and so gentle, and there's just something about her energy. It's exquisite, that I just feel like I'm holding something extremely fragile when I hug her. She always comes in with her arms wide open for me to hug her. And this is how I feel, every time. It's like I'm hugging this incredibly delicate being, Hard to explain, but her energy is just so light and so tender. Her love is so tender, and it's almost like you're trying to hug a bubble, a soap bubble, and you're trying to hug it so gently so that you don't pop it, That's the feeling. Just then I had that image, it's like trying to hug this soap bubble, but you don't want it to pop. That's how she feels. She's so light and just so beautiful. But every time she comes in, it's always with open arms, always, from the very first one. And I remember the first time she hugged me, the first few times I couldn't stop crying, because again, like I said, beyond the conditioning, beyond all the programming of what we were taught about Mother Mary in church, in Catholic Church, I could feel her true energy. And it's just beyond words, and it just goes straight to your heart, It's such a beautiful energy. But with Jesus, I just, I would fall at his feet and I would kiss his feet and say thank you for being here, And then one day in one of the sessions with Jesus, he gave me his Sacred Heart that I accepted. It is in When Love Leaves. So for those of you who join the Beautiful Spirit Guides course, and especially if you do the coaching, that beautiful story is in there. And you get that book for free. You'll be able to read it in there. And the next time Jesus came in, he bowed down and kissed my feet. And I just remember, I couldn't stop crying that day. I was just so overwhelmed. I think it wasn't they were so gentle in coming in, knowing that for so long I had been taught that I was unworthy of being with them. I was unworthy of being in their presence, And so, know many times that I cry because I get overwhelmed with love. It's not a pain. I'm not sad. My daughter knows. She's like, one day, we had this conversation and she's like, oh, Mom, you're like this. Oh, look, there's a puppy. I'm going to cry. Oh, look, there's a butterfly. Oh, I'm going to cry. She's like, you get overwhelmed for everything. And this happened to me after my awakening, after she was born. I was never like this. I went so many years that I just didn't cry. I didn't feel the need. But I find more and more when I'm overwhelmed. And it can be as simple as witnessing a gorgeous sunrise or a sunset. Or one night I was looking up at the stars. And for some reason I felt like there was this connection one night when I looked up at the stars. And I felt like I was one of them. I can't explain it. I just know how I felt in that moment. There were no words. It was like that moment when the angels, I asked them who I was to them and they said, sister. That's how I felt that day with the stars. I felt like I was one of them. I didn't feel like I was this separate human being down here and they are these gorgeous things in the sky. They were admiring me as I was admiring them. I just felt like we were one, and I can't explain it any further than that. I felt like we were one. I was so connected. But that day with Jesus, bless his heart, I came undone. It's not something that... When my daughter was little, I always used to kiss her feet. I used to kiss everything. I'd kiss her hands and her forehead and her, her cheeks. But I had this thing for kissing her feet. I don't know what it was, just the tops of her feet. I would kiss them all the time. And she did the same one day as she got older. And I'm usually not barefoot, but one day I was barefoot. It was summer. And she came and kissed my feet. And the same, I just started crying. Like, in that moment, I do remember feeling, but I'm not worthy of your kissing my feet. I'm kissing yours because to me, she was an angel, But that's what she could see. She could see my beautiful light, even though at that time I couldn't see it. I didn't know it was there, And she's always seen it. She's always reminding me that, I am this beautiful light. So that day that Jesus did that, it wasn't so much the unworthiness, I guess, because they'd been coming in for a while now and I could feel their incredible love for me. I started to surrender to that because I didn't want anything to get in the way of that. And unworthiness does. Unworthiness gets in the way of us having a full connection, an open connection with our beautiful spirit guides. And so, originally when my team came in, my archangels, the first time they came in, I had to really fight with that unworthiness. But I'm not worthy to have you in my space. I was comfortable with you all the way up there when we were doing these Reiki sessions, but not in my space. Like, you're right here. And I don't feel that I deserve to have you this close. And with time, I realized that was all conditioning. It was all conditioning, all programming, from church, from as a little one, when, grown-ups are telling you all the time that you're not worthy, that you're not good enough, that you have to earn love. We're not used to being loved as we are, for the beautiful light that we are, for the beautiful light that they can see. We're not used to that. We're not used to just being loved for who we are, So it took a while to get used to that I just love so much how I feel when I'm in their presence, that I just allow now. And that day that Jesus kissed my feet, I realized, I understood the gesture. It's not about being worthy. It's about we are the same. We are the same. We are the same beautiful energy. You are the same energy. as Buddha. You are the same energy as Krishna. You are the same energy as whatever other beings you hold up on a pedestal that are so much more than you. You are the same. You are the same energy inside. You are no more and you are no less. My beautiful beings. And it took a while. It wasn't until this year. And that's why this information is new for the Spirit Guides course, because it's only just come through. That we are the same. We are the same energy. We are made of the same universal life force energy that creates the stars, that creates the universes, that creates the galaxies. We are the same. We are made of the same. And we came to this lifetime to have this human experience. To know what it is to feel unworthy of this love. What does that feel like? That I have to shrink every time I'm in the presence of this incredible love, when all I want to do is open my arms and embrace it with all my heart. Because it is who I am. This love, this unconditional love is who we are. It's what we are made of. But we forget to come here and have this gorgeous human experience. But the truth is the truth. It never stops being what it is. We never stop being this unconditional love, this universal life force energy, no matter how much we have forgotten. It is who you are, my beautiful being. If you could just see your incredible energy and how beautiful it is. It's exquisite. Every time I've been blessed that I've been able to see someone's energy, I'm just blown away. There are just no words. But I know that this is who we are, all of us, no matter what you've done, no matter what you've been through, no matter who you think you are, it's part of this illusion. So, my beautiful beings, know in your heart that you are unconditional love, no conditions. This is what your spirit guides, or my spirit guides, are bringing forward today. They want you to remember the unconditional love that you are, that you have always been. You never stop being this just because you forget for a little while to come and have this human experience. It's okay. It was meant to be this way. You cannot have this human experience if you don't forget who you truly are. Is it time, my beautiful beings? Is it time to accept that you've always been worthy of this love? Always. It was always yours. Always. All you have to do is claim it. I am this unconditional love. This is who I am. This is who I choose to be in every moment, no matter what shows up, no matter what happens. I am unconditional love. I am spirit. I am God. I am the universe. In human form. Having this human experience. So, my beautiful beings, we pray that this gorgeous video blesses your heart today with this remembering who you are, who you've always been, who you will always be, always. It is who you are. It never changes. This world, this reality is constant change. This is what we come for, the constant change. Because in our natural state, we never change. We are infinite, eternal beings. We go on forever and ever and ever. In the highest frequency of love, of joy, of peace, of bliss. Feel into that. Breathe that into your heart. How does that feel? To know that you are this highest frequency of love. This is who you've always been. This is who you will always be, no matter how your human experience looks. I'm just getting an analogy now. It's like you are the painter and you've been given this canvas. And Spirit has given you all these colors, all these paintings that paint in different colors for you to paint your human experience. And perhaps in some lifetimes that canvas has been black. That's the only color you wanted to use. Black, 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 darkness. And others may have, other lifetimes you may have used different colors. But you, my beautiful being, never stop being the painter. This is the constant, the observer of the canvas, the one that chooses the colors that it will use to create this masterpiece. Each lifetime, that painting will be different because you'll have a different partner or partners. You may have many different partners throughout your lifetime. Different children or no children, different parents or no parents. Each lifetime is different. The canvas is different, but the painter remains the same. You are the one constant. You are the unconditional love. And with each brush stroke, you are creating your human experience. All right, my beautiful beings. We love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And no matter what that canvas looks like, to the painter, it is always a masterpiece, always, to your soul. Each lifetime is exquisite. All right, my beautiful beings, bye for now.